What is the absolute secret to transforming your tiny, fierce Chihuahua from a non-stop barking machine into a calm, confident, and peaceful little companion, who can handle the entire world without making a single sound? Which common mistakes are you accidentally making every single day, that tell your small dog they need to scream at every footstep, car door, and passing leaf? Hi, welcome back to Paw and Order. My name is Carl, and I am gonna guide you how to stop your Chihuahua from barking at everything, using very simple and easy steps. These little dogs have the biggest hearts and massive personalities, but because they are so tiny, they often feel like they must bark loudly to protect themselves from everything around them. To understand why your Chihuahua barks so loudly at absolutely everything, you must first look at the world from their physical perspective, because their tiny size directly influences why they choose to bark so much. Chihuahuas are the smallest dogs in the world, which means everything around them, from a plastic trash can to a tall human being, looks absolutely massive, scary, and threatening to their survival. Because they realize they cannot physically fight a giant threat, their natural instinct is to use a loud, rapid, high-pitched voice to create a big wall of sound that scares the danger away. When your Chihuahua barks at a delivery driver, and that person walks away from your porch, your tiny dog truly believes their loud voice was the magic spell that saved the house. This means your dog is not trying to be bad or annoying, they are simply feeling incredibly nervous, and trying their very best to look big and tough. Your main training goal is to step up as the strong leader, proving to your pet that you will protect them completely, so they can finally stop shouting at the world. The very first simple step in our new training system is to completely eliminate what professionals call environmental trigger stacking from your Chihuahua's daily lifestyle. Trigger stacking happens when your tiny dog experiences multiple small scares throughout the morning, such as seeing a cat through the window, hearing a loud truck, and watching the mail carrier arrive at the door. Each small event fills their body with adrenaline, and when their stress level gets too high, they explode into aggressive barking at absolutely nothing, like a ringing telephone or a moving shadow. You can easily fix this by blocking their view of the outside world, using dark window film or keeping the living room blinds closed during the busy afternoon hours. You should also set up a white noise machine, or leave a fan running on high speed near their favorite resting spot, to drown out distant outdoor noises. By cleaning up their environment and removing these constant mini scares, you allow your Chihuahua's nervous system to fully relax, which instantly cuts their daily barking habits completely in half. The second crucial step in our professional step is teaching your Chihuahua a new physical behavior, called go-to-place command, using total positive reinforcement. This easy step replaces their bad habit of charging the front door, and barking wildly with a calm, quiet habit of resting safely on a specific comfortable mat or dog bed. To start this training, grab a handful of delicious treats, stand next to their dedicated bed, say the word, place, and throw a piece of food directly onto the soft mat. The moment your tiny Chihuahua steps onto the bed to eat the food, praise them warmly by saying, "Good dog," and hand them another high-value snack immediately. Repeat this fun game 10 times in a row, until your clever little friend happily runs to their bed, the absolute second they hear you say the magic training word. Eventually, when someone knocks on your door, you can use this command to send your dog to their safe zone, keeping them far away from the trigger and completely focused on their rewards. Our third step introduces a highly unique and effective concept called tactical redirection, which teaches your Chihuahua that unexpected outdoor noises are actually a cue to perform a quiet task. Most owners make the mistake of yelling, "Stop it," or "Be quiet," when their dog barks, which actually confuses the Chihuahua into thinking that you are simply barking along with them like a happy pack. Instead of using your voice harshly, you should keep a small jar of premium treats, hidden safely on your kitchen counter, or your living room coffee table at all times. The exact microsecond your Chihuahua hears a car door slam outside, before they even have a chance to open their mouth, make a clicking sound with your tongue to grab their attention. When they turn their head to look at you, immediately hand them a treat and say, "Thank you for being quiet, good choice." This simple step completely flips their internal programming, transforming a scary outdoor noise into a wonderful dinner bell that rewards them for remaining completely silent and relaxed. Socialization boundaries form the fourth essential pillar of our professional step, because a lonely, isolated Chihuahua will always become a highly reactive, fearful barker as they grow up. Many people treat Chihuahuas like soft human babies, carrying them inside purses, lifting them off the ground whenever another dog walks by, and never letting them explore the real world on their own four paws. This protective behavior tells your tiny dog that the floor is a dangerous place and that every stranger or animal is a monster that wants to hurt them. You must allow your Chihuahua to walk on a proper harness, explore safe parks, and sniff interesting bushes while maintaining a calm, neutral attitude yourself. If you meet a friendly person who wants to pet your dog, do not let them reach over your dog's head, as this giant hand looks terrifying to a tiny animal. Instead, have the person kneel down, look away, and hold out a treat, allowing your Chihuahua to approach on their own terms, which builds deep, quiet confidence. To tackle the intense challenge of demand barking, which happens when your Chihuahua screams at your feet, to force you to hand over food, toys, or attention, you must master the art of total extinction. Demand barking is a learned behavior, meaning your dog only does it because it has successfully worked for them in the past, even if you only gave in to their noise one time out of 20. The very next time your Chihuahua stands in front of you and barks for attention, you must immediately transform your entire body into a cold, unmoving stone wall. Cross your arms firmly over your chest, turn your head completely toward the ceiling, look away from their big eyes, and do not say a single word to them. If you look at them, sigh, or tell them to be quiet, you are giving them the attention they want, which rewards the bad behavior and guarantees they will bark louder tomorrow. The moment they become completely quiet for 5 full seconds, turn back around, hand them their toy, and shower them with peaceful affection. We must also discuss the absolute importance of proper crate training as a safe, quiet haven for your Chihuahua because an open, unmanaged house can feel way too big and overwhelming for them to protect. When a tiny dog is given free access to a massive living room with 3 large windows and 2 doors, they feel a huge amount of pressure to patrol the area like a military guard. Placing a small, cozy crate in a quiet corner of your bedroom provides them with a private dark den that naturally encourages their brain to turn off and sleep. Fill the interior with thick, plush blankets and an old t-shirt that smells like you, and cover the entire outside of the crate with a dark bedsheet to block out visual triggers. Feed your Chihuahua all their meals inside this cozy space, so they associate the crate with happy feelings, safety, and delicious food. When your dog feels snug inside their small den, their need to defend the property completely disappears, allowing them to rest quietly while you wash the dishes or work. Another brilliant addition to your daily routine is implementing proper physical and mental exercise that is perfectly scaled down to match your Chihuahua's tiny body and fast metabolism. People often assume that because Chihuahuas are small, they do not need any real exercise, but these dogs are actually incredibly athletic, intelligent, and packed with compressed working energy. A bored Chihuahua with trapped physical energy will look for any excuse to bark at the wall, using their voice as an artificial outlet to burn off their frustration. You should take them for 2 short, 15-minute walks every single day, allowing them to drop their nose to the ground and sniff the grass to tire out their active brain cells. Indoors, you can hide their small kibble pieces inside a rolled-up towel, or use a miniature snuffle mat, forcing them to use their natural tracking instincts to find their breakfast. Draining their physical and mental energy through structured games ensures that when they return to the sofa, their only desire is to take a deep, silent nap. Consistency across every single person living in your home is the absolute golden rule that determines whether your Chihuahua's quiet training succeeds or fails completely over time. If you are working incredibly hard to ignore demand barking, while your partner or your children hand the dog treats, when they shout, your Chihuahua will become deeply confused. This confusion creates massive mental frustration, which actually causes your dog to bark significantly louder and longer, because they are trying to figure out which rules are real. You must sit down with your entire family, explain the training steps clearly, and ensure that everyone uses the exact same commands, hand signals, and reward systems. Write the simple steps down on a bright piece of paper, and tape it directly to your kitchen refrigerator, so everyone stays perfectly aligned every single day. When your Chihuahua receives the exact same response from every human in the pack, they learn the rules of the house 10 times faster, and choose silence with absolute confidence. The massive influence of high-quality nutrition and pure, wholesome ingredients is a hidden professional secret that directly impacts your Chihuahua's general anxiety levels and vocal shouting habits. Feeding your tiny dog cheap commercial kibble packed with chemical preservatives, artificial colors, and low-grade corn fillers can cause massive spikes in their blood sugar levels. These artificial sugar spikes cause hyperactive behavior, nervousness, and intense irritability, making your Chihuahua react aggressively to tiny sounds that a healthy dog would ignore completely. You should choose a premium, nutrient-dense dog food designed specifically for small breeds, featuring real animal meat as the very first ingredient on the label. Many modern veterinary studies prove that a balanced, healthy digestive system directly supports a dog's brain chemistry, helping to naturally reduce fear, impulsivity, and loud vocal outbursts. Keeping their water bowl filled with clean, fresh water at all times works alongside pristine nutrition, to keep their nervous system perfectly calm, steady, and quiet from the inside out. Communication, gentle body language, and building a deep bond of trust during your daily routines are wonderful ways to help your Chihuahua feel safe and relaxed in human society. Because you are a giant compared to your tiny pet, looming over them, bending down quickly, or reaching for their collar from above can look incredibly terrifying and trigger defensive snapping or barking. When you want to interact with your Chihuahua, always kneel down to their level, turn your body slightly to the side to look non-threatening, and let them approach you first. Talk to them in a soft, low, soothing voice rather than using high-pitched baby talk, which can accidentally overexcite their sensitive ears and cause them to start whining. Paying close attention to their subtle body language, like a tucked tail or a stiff posture, helps you understand when they are feeling overwhelmed by the world. This thoughtful approach builds an unbreakable shield of trust, teaching your Chihuahua that you are a wise leader who understands their feelings and will always keep them safe. Let us do a complete, professional steps of our ultimate Chihuahua barking checklist to ensure you have all the easy steps completely memorized for your future training success. Step 1. Understand that their loud voice is a natural defensive shield, caused by their tiny size and a deep fear of a giant world, requiring patience rather than anger. Step 2. Clean up their indoor environment by closing window blinds, using privacy film, and running white noise machines to completely eliminate trigger stacking throughout the day. Step 3. Teach them the go-to-place command, using high-value rewards, creating a calm habit of resting on a soft bed, instead of charging the front door. Step 4. Implement tactical redirection by rewarding them the exact millisecond an outdoor noise happens, and master tactical ignoring to permanently kill the habit of demand barking. Step 5. Provide scaled-down physical walks, interactive brain puzzles, high-quality small breed nutrition, and maintain total consistency across every single human member of your household pack. By executing these simple, practical steps with absolute love and total dedication, you are building a peaceful home kingdom where your happy Chihuahua can truly thrive. Thank you so much for spending this valuable time with me today at Paw and Order, to master the professional secrets of stopping a Chihuahua from barking at everything. Remember that your beautiful, small-sized companion depends entirely on your calm guidance, clear boundaries, and predictable rewards to understand how to live peacefully within our world. I am Carl, and I am incredibly proud of your deep commitment to canine education. Training a tiny, highly reactive dog is a magnificent journey that refines our character, transforming us into significantly more patient, organized, and observant leaders in our daily lives. Keep your treats handy, your windows blocked, your training consistent, and your heart completely open to the loyal, protective personality of your wonderful little hound friend.